to another Craft Along with Cyfarthfa Castle video. My name's Christopher Parry, I work at Cyfarthfa Castle Museum and Art Gallery. And this is...
My name's Megan.
Megan.
Parry.
Yeah.
I'm going to be showing you what you would need for this craft.
Yeah. So what we thought would be nice today is we thought we'd do a classic Victorian toy. We've got a template that you can download and follow that's available at cyfarthfa.com.
But we are going to do it from scrap.
Yes, because a lot of people at home won't have printers obviously, and I gotta get it across that a lot of the resources that we create and are available at cyfarthfa.com don't need to be printed. They can be guidance sheets that you can read and learn from, but then you don't need to print them out. You can just have them on your screen or have them on your tablet or anything like that and follow along with them. And so what we are going to do is we are going to make our own Thaumatrope today. And a Thaumatrope is a little
Victorian toy.
Exactly, that animates or blends two images together, okay? And we are going to do it with pretty much a thread-based assortment of crafting materials.
Yes.
And yeah, first off, can you say Thaumatrope?
Thaumatrope.
Good work. Now, why are we doing a Thaumatrope, are you all asking?
Yes.
We're doing a Thaumatrope because the Thaumatrope was actually invented in the same year the Cyfarthfa Castle was built, okay? So a couple of years before the Victorian period started, but the toy was really popularised during the Victorian period. But it was invented in 1825, which is the same year Cyfarthfa Castle was built. Exactly. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make our own Thaumatrope, alright? Now if you download the template, and on screen at some point will be a picture of the template, there'll be two templates. One will be a bird in a cage, which is that classic Thaumatrope, and we won't be using string to spin the Thaumatropes, we'll be using sticks or straws or rounded implements as handles, okay? Because I find that a lot easier for younger kids and all ages in general really. The string can be a bit fiddly sometimes.
I remember that you showed me one and there was a string and I was struggling to...
There you go, so my point proven, thank you mate. But yeah, so when you spin the discs, the images blend and so the bird jumps in the cage. There's also a template with a fish and a goldfish bowl, and when you spin it, the fish goes in the bowl. Simple as that really, okay? But what we are going to do is we are going to do our own designs from scratch, okay? We are going to try to do our own bird in a cage first.
Oh my god!
If you download the template and you print it out, there will be blank circles and guidance on how to do this if I miss anything out as well. But hopefully you'll follow along and Megan will tell you what you need. Now what do we need then?
A pencil or a pen, what you are comfortable with.
Yeah.
A piece of paper if you're doing it from scrap. A pencil if you're doing it from scrap.
Scratch.
Scratch. Some scissors, left or right, any.
Well, depending on what hand you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A glue stick. Or any type of glue.
Yeah.
Sellotape. There's two reasons for the sellotape here.
We get to that.
Pen or pencils, whatever you were
And the colours are obviously optional. You don't need to colour this in if you don't want to, but it's obviously
They
fun.
used to be black and white.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, no, they printed the original ones and these are quite colourful. But anyway, how we start, okay? So you start with a blank piece of paper. Now what we need to do is we need to make sure that our two circles are the same size.
So
And that is more than anything, that is because we need the images to line up. Okay?
And this
So
is when this baby comes in.
yes, there's two ways of doing it. You can either get a rounded object like the sellotape you use and draw around the centre or the outside of it. Or you can draw your own circle but then make sure that you cut it out and then draw around that circle so that both of them are the same size and shape and everything. Now Megan's going to draw around the sellotape, I'm going to draw my own, cut it out and draw around it.
Good at doing.
No, because that's because we'll show them both then, yeah. So you will draw two circles around that while I draw my one circle for the moment. So I'm just drawing a simple circle like that. Doesn't need to be perfect, but what they do need to be is the same shape, okay? So I'm going to cut mine out now and then draw around it.
Will I finish my two circles?
Would you like to cut them out then, please, Meg?
Yes.
Now I finished mine, mine's a bit skewy, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to draw around that one now. Well, that's okay. So I'll tell you how to get around with the skew-if bits now. If you find like Megan does, that you use a skew-if, like mine are slightly, not too much though, to be honest. Then you can obviously simply just pull them both together and snip them away a little bit.
Remember Disney Plus, Disney Plus.
There we go. Hold your two discs up. Circles, discs, whatever you want to call them. There you go. So now put them down, and you're only going to draw one out at the moment, okay? I would recommend that you start with, if you're doing a bird or a cage, start with whatever one you're doing, you're starting with the larger object.
I don't want to do a bird in a cage.
Aww.
Can I do a fishy?
Yeah? So you start with the bowl then, okay? With the goldfish bowl. So you draw that onto your disc, okay? The reason we started with the bigger one is just because it's easier to line up the smaller object with the bigger object than the other way around. Or at least I find it easier, anyway, it's up to you really.
I don't really mind. I don't really mind it.
Okay, well you draw a goldfish bowl on there and I'll draw my bird cage. Also make sure you do this bit in pencil. Use pencil as much because you're going to make mistakes, you're going to have to do rubbing out. So don't force the pencil hard, light lines until you know everything is lined up, and I'll show you more about what I mean by that in a second now. My bird cage, Megan's bowl, okay?
I went wrong?
Yeah, she went wrong, but we're going to rub that out as much as we can. Wow, you used heavy lines, man.
Oh, really?
It's alright.
I used heavy lines before you said don't use heavy lines.
Okay, so now what you got to do, okay? The easiest way to do this, okay, is you line your two discs up together. So you put the two discs back on front, and then you can and then the best thing to do is to go to a window and to hold this up to a window with the blank side facing you, and then just quickly make a mark or shape of the bird or the fish so you know where to draw it, because obviously you want your bird or fish to appear in the object on the other side, so it's got to be lined up pretty good. So if you hold this up to the window and then draw it slightly lightly, we'll go to the window, be back in a second. So we're back, yeah, so Megan held it up to the window and lined up the fish with the bowl on the other side, so she's going to do some detail on her fish. I just basically sketched out a little quick shape of a bird in the centre of my bird cage, and we're going to fill in the detail now. My bird is rather weird looking. Okay. Yeah. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to, if you haven't got straws or if you haven't got any sticks or anything like that, then you can just use a pencil, and that's what me and Meg are going to do, just use a pencil really. First things first though, Meg, you get your goldfish bowl, you make sure that it's facing the right way up and outwards obviously, and then you put it down. We don't need the other disc, yeah? So you get your goldfish bowl, make sure it's facing the right way up, put it down.
Okay.
Then line your pencil up, so you've got enough hanging down at the bottom for a handle. And then we are just going to sellotape the pencil in place.
And look, I got a lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop.
Like that, easy as can be.
Dad, you got a lollipop.
Then the other side, just put some glue on the other side, and again make sure that it is facing, before you stick it down, that it is facing the right way up and outwards, and then you put it on and you stick it down like that, and then the bird should jump in the cage. Now, what will make this work more clearly is a bit of colour, and using some black pen to highlight those lines and make the lines a bit more permanent, okay? Got it? Oh, Megan's is really good. You can see Megan's fish jumping in the bowl straight to it. So now we're going to come back to you in 1 second. We're going to add some colour and some black lines to our cages and everything like that, and hopefully you'll be able to see them a bit brighter. Be back with you in a second.
You should have coloured them before.
Yes, we should have coloured them before, but I forgot. So we're doing them now. If you were at home, colour them before I would. Makes life a lot easier.
But now I guess they all done it already like we are, so done.
Maybe.
No point.
Maybe they are sensible, or maybe they do it the right way around first. Maybe.
Maybe. We're not really sensible.
The one thing to be careful about colour, okay, is the colours can blend when you're moving it really fast. So if you've got a blue goldfish bowl and a blue fish, you won't be able to see the fish too much. So make sure the colours contrast, stand out from one another, alright? So Megan has just finished hers.
Yeah.
So for those of you at home, she's got the goldfish and the goldfish bowl. So hopefully when we spin it, I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but we can see it pretty well here.
Dad, it's in the bowl!
It's in the
Dad,
bowl.
it's in the bowl! It's in the bowl! It's in the bowl! Oh my god.
There you go.
The bowl's all
She's excited with that. So yeah, so I'm just going to finish mine. And the one thing you can do is you can use Thaumatropes to create animation as well as just simply doing
Like an
things
eye-
blending.
Like an
Exactly.
eye shut and an eye open.
Exactly. So if you do, for example, on one side you do a closed eye, and on the other side you do an open eye, when you spin it
Blinking.
fast, it'll be blinking, yeah. So mine, bird, cage, spin,
Oh!
bird jumps in the cage. Can you
It's
see that?
in the cage!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hopefully you can see that. I have no idea how well this is coming up on camera. I'll have a look later. But yeah, that is our Thaumatrope. And what year were these invented, Megan?
50. Is it 50?
No.
90?
No.
80?
No. What year was Cyfarthfa Castle built?
5?
Year 5. 1825.
1820.
Say it to the camera, what year was Cyfarthfa Castle built?
1825!
There you go. So hopefully you've enjoyed doing this little craft with us. It's a Thaumatrope, and you can get all the sheets you need to guide you through this activity and loads of other stuff at Cyfarthfa.com. Like, subscribe, share the video as much as you can.
You can pause it
Hopefully
because it's not live.
you can pause it because it's not live. I always forget to say that. Colour in before you stick it to the stick.
Yes, we know that.
Yeah,
It was very struggling.
Yeah, but mine. Whose is better? Whose is better? Leave it in the leave it in the comments. Whose is
This
better?
is better.
Right there.
I got a bubblegum stick, everybody. Bubblegum stick.
Hoi Val.
Well, well, I see you in video nessa.